We can
Well, it's all
tell.
right. I got. All right. Good evening and good evening and good night, everyone. It's the Walkers at the Walker Round Table. We're back. We're back again. Again, I'm RJ coming to you live in effect with another Walker Round Table. We're gonna get some good conversation and some good content in for some good brothers and some good fathers, some good black men. So go around and tell everybody who you are, and we'll go from there.
Daddy,
Oh, yeah, I'm Papa J, Jeff Walker Sr.
Jeffrey Jr., and
And I'm Justin, All the right.
let's go, Brian.
So
You want
we
to start
we
with some
got we
stuff?
got Book, Bear, and Scoosh. So Bear, what do we have on the docket for today's topic?
So the topic is what are your favorite classic black TV movies and TV or movies and TV sitcoms?
That's gonna be good.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? You want to throw in maybe some commercials too.
Oh, yeah, I want to see
Yes.
some
Might want
commercials.
to talk about that too.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so who wants to go? So Daddy, you want to go first, or you want me to start singing?
Sure. Classic movies. Something that started, way back when, 1972, probably a little bit before then. You had Superfly, you had Shaft, and you had The Mac. And these three movies, I think, kind of shaped the black community because everybody wanted to have that fly hair. I don't have mine
You
anymore,
had that fly
but
here?
no. But
Yeah.
anyway, those movies kind of started a revolution in the black community. It triggered a lot of things, even with fashion, but more so with music because those scores done by Curtis Mayfield and Isaac Hayes and Shaft. I don't know who did the Mac. But those scores sold millions of albums, and it was a double whammy. You get the movie and you get the music at the same time. So those are three black classic movies that I can think of. There's a bunch others, but those are the three I think that started a lot of things.
Well, what about is this the? Y'all hear that?
Is it? Yeah, you playing Curtis Mayfield Pusher
Certainly.
Man, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby.
You can barely hear it
I
though
can
on your
hear. I can
Can't
side.
hear a
hear it.
little bit.
Uh,
Can't hear it.
Yeah,
No.
oh,
look, we don't
very
want to get
little.
sued. We don't want to get
Yeah,
sued.
yo,
We,
take that off.
we,
Y'all
we
can't
ain't
hear
hear
it.
that
Right.
song.
Yeah.
Stop playing that
I
song,
love the
Ryan.
I love the intro the trumpets. Da, 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 darkness at night. You know, I don't know what he's saying. Da,
Oh,
da, and, da, da, da,
Mm.
da. And then he's driving. Oh, that driving intro scene, like I said before, was just amazing because he was driving for like 10 minutes and he was so cool.
in both movies.
I just, sometimes when I drive my truck, even though it's not a Cadillac and it's a pickup truck, I envision myself with that, you know.
We know you do. I was just
Yeah,
about to say
I
that.
do. And you know what? If I told Justin the other day that, when I had my hair real long, I could just take a hot comb and pull it back and it'll just straighten right out. And it'll probably hit right here. Just give me like 2 months.
You
But
end up like this.
Right, you're right. No, I can't laugh
End
at
up end up looking like Jerome
that.
from Martin or
Oh,
something.
oh, man, I'd be
hey
clean,
man,
son.
in both of those movies that Ron O'Neal made, Superfly and Superfly TNT, right? When DVDs came out, those were the two hardest movies to find. And I finally found Superfly TNT somewhere on the internet. But the opening scenes to both of those movies, he's driving a Eldorado convertible in the first one, and he's driving I believe, Ferrari. Yeah, I think a Ferrari in the second one. But those intros, Sid Shore did that movie, and it was like, that was the man. And then the Mac, he drove a white Cadillac Eldorado. I mean, everybody wanted one. Everybody wanted one. Well, great movies, though. Great movies.
Yeah, man.
Those are mine. You
Those
know,
scores
that's
you talking about, they been sampled in other movies down the line, other commercials, all of that stuff. Heard those songs and scores in a bunch of different things.
you hear them to this day.
Yeah.
You hear them to this day. They're timeless. Yeah, if you get on anything, TV, radio, don't matter. you're going to hear something either from James Brown or something from Curtis Mayfield, Isaac Hayes. That music is embedded and they'll never go away. Never.
Yeah. I think what it just I can always hear the song. I believe the children are our future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
What? Wait, hold on.
Give them a
Let's
sense
stay
That
with
was
the
a
movie
very hard
Welcome to
transition,
America.
right?
Listen,
before you go into
make
to
it
the whole
easier.
song.
Show the children laughter, love of all inside of me. That's coming to America. Sexual
Okay.
chocolate.
Yeah,
That
sexual chocolate.
movie is the best. I said it before, we'll reiterate. That movie is the best movie made of all time. And the reason
I agree.
is because you have not only that song, right? But before that, when Oha, she's your queen to be, and in the dance segment that Justin liked, the highs and the lows, the comedy, the romance, the drama of it all, I mean, and I think that was the first time I ever saw I mean, just looking at the diaspora, just like looking at black people, like folks that have African heritage and African ancestry, you don't see black royalty on TV. That's not a common, you only have a hand. And that was literally the only movie that you saw Africans in royal, well, Shaka Zulu, but Shaka Zulu, I mean, Shaka Zulu was something that wasn't of this era. And so that's where I was enamored by seeing, these Black Prince and his royal servant with him, and they're trying to go and find this queen in Queens in New York, and him coming to this African American community and the dynamics that played throughout that. So I think it hit on a lot of different levels, and I thought that it was funny, it was original, and it wasn't forced. Like it's one of those movies that you can just watch. I remember in college I didn't have much, and that was one of the DVDs I had, and I didn't have cable, I would just watch that and do homework. Um, and it just was masterful the way that it was done, like the beginning, the middle, the way that it climaxed, even like when the Jackie Wilson scene hit and he was dancing with Lisa and he gave Mortimer and the dude from Trading Places, which a movie that he made prior, the money. It was just so artful how they brought all these things in. And then the other dynamic that I think that really stands out is he played all these different characters, right? He played all these different characters, and it was just so refreshing to see somebody with that sort of talent range that young. And then you had all of these greats: Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, and Arsenio Hall played like five different people. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though he wasn't the main character, he played the pastor, and that guy was just so funny. And then Eddie Murphy was like all the different barbers, and then he was Sexual Chocolate. He was the old man. The movie was just so masterful, and you forget that when he's going into these different scenes, it's him and Arsenio playing all of these different people, and it's just that even the club scene, which I forget all the time, that's one of the most funny parts. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's classic. And then I think the other classic part that sticks out in that movie that it makes me cry every time is when they show the Soul Glow picture and then and then Daryl come in, Soul Glow, dun, dun, let your soul glow. And then he's driving and then they pan down to the Camaro and then he hit with the juice and the activator and he come in and he just too clean, too clean. And that was just you know, yeah, yeah, he had the Jerry curl with the juice, the pro style gel in there. You know what it is, man. I mean, come on. He probably had a little bit of the pink moisture oil in there as well. So, it was at McDowell's, and I felt like that movie, every black person that had an experience at McDonald's, somewhere in the hood can relate, and it speaks on so many different dynamics and dichotomies within that. And I just felt like it was an amazing movie, and it brings to this day. I watched that movie and I feel refreshed. It has a happy ending. It's so great all through. And it's a comedy, but it's not really just one drama or one genre. It's like multiple genres in one. That's why I think it's the best movie of all time. I don't think anything could ever top it. It's just one of those pieces of gold that's made put in the stars. That's my,
Samuel Jackson, when he shows up and he tries to rob the place.
and I forget about him.
You see, Samuel Jackson's in that
Samuel,
movie.
Samuel Jackson was
But
the bad guy.
Louis Anderson's in that movie.
There's a lot of folks.
A lot of guys in that movie. I love it when what is it, John Amos? He played McDowell.
Yeah,
He gets caught with the manual, the McDonald's manual,
yeah, yeah.
and he's trying to compare the differences between the Big Mac and the Big Mick, right? The Big Mick, the Big Mac has sesame seeds on their bun. The Big Mac doesn't. So he goes through all of these scenarios of what's the difference.
Right.
We don't have the golden arches. We got the golden arc. So all of the things. That's a great movie. That was a good movie.
Great movie.
They never should have made a sequel.
No.
That's my
Never should have
favorite.
made a sequel to it.
It didn't do it justice.
Sequels are never the same.
And the funny part about the sequel is that I was so disappointed that I didn't give it credit. Like, it's actually a good movie, so I had to watch it a few more times, and I'm like, oh, it's actually funny, right? But and it's not a bad movie. It's just they shifted the dynamic so much to where it threw me off, right? So it was a COVID movie that I think that they kind of just rushed the production to get it out, and it was done probably in a bubble with Amazon. And I felt like it was just like the movie wasn't about Eddie Murphy. It wasn't about Akeem. It was about his son, right? And so that's the thing, that he wasn't really the main character. It was his son, and I'm like, well, who is this guy? And like what? It kind of threw me. And then I felt like the scenes were really fast, and it like everybody. I wanted the movie to be about Eddie Murphy's character, like the other one, like I wanted to be centered around him. And then it just it was a funny movie, a good movie. It just wasn't the same. And I
Yeah.
wanted, and I'm a movie nerd too. I wanted them to like do it in the same sort of with the same sort of camera that they used back in the 80s, right? I would have loved that for them to have the old like dark sort of overlay. I don't know, like whatever millimeter lens that they would use. You probably know more about that, Daddy, than me, but yeah.
8 millimeter.
So just the way which what movies do you want? We can spend this whole podcast talking, this whole episode talking about Coming to America,
Coming
which
to
is
America is great.
everybody's favorite movie for sure.
I mean, I agree with Ryan. I think Coming to America is great. And it's a great example of black royalty, black excellence, something that you don't see until several decades later with like Black Panther, because now people always compare
That's true.
the fictional scenario of where would you rather go, Zamunda or to Wakanda, if you were a black person. But
Yeah.
to me, the movie that can go toe to toe with Coming to America any day is The Last Dragon.
Yes,
So
that's a good one. Yes, I
if
agree. I agree. I agree. That's hard for me to
if
agree.
if
Not quite.
there's a
Yeah, I agree.
movie,
I
if
agree.
if we had
I
to
always
do
forget about the Last Dragon
a
too.
heavyweight boxing match,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yes,
going toe to toe with Coming to America, the only movie, in my opinion, that could go head to head against it is Bruce Leroy and Sho'nuff
yes.
versus Akeem and Semi.
I can't even
Like that
disagree.
that movie right there could possibly do it.
I want to disagree with you, but that movie is that like I don't think it's as good, but I don't know. Like it's one of those that you forget about. And then
Hmm.
you bring it, but it's like, oh yeah, that movie was one of the best.
Here's a little something for you. I believe it's Willie Hutch did the score to that movie.
To Last Dragon?
To The Last Dragon, and he also did the score to the Mac.
Hmm.
So yeah, Willie Hutch, and I believe he's from Houston.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So just a little
Oh,
something on the
that's
side.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little
So
something on the side.
so The Last Dragon is definitely on my list of favorite movies. Um, Also, if you're talking about black classics, you can't forget Friday. Friday is
Which
is one of
one?
the To me, my favorite is Next Friday, but the
Okay.
first Friday is an all-time classic. I will acknowledge the first Friday
Yeah.
as the best of the series objectively, but my favorite is Next Friday because of the Joker brothers. The Joker
And
brothers are
Joker.
hilarious to me, and it just I cannot get over how funny that
Well, it's the
movie is.
fact that I mean, is it the fact that you kind of look like Baby Joker or
No, it's
Oh,
the fact
man,
that I
baby
would
Joker.
unleash Chico and he would take a bite out of your butt like he tried to get out of Day and Craig.
Yeah.
But the fact that that movie, next Friday, the whole dynamic of, the neighborhood or the neighbor rivalries that they had between the Joker brothers and Day Day and his house, like that was just so funny to me. Like and it's like, and it's the same concept as the original Friday. Like they still on the same block. They don't move from the
yeah.
block. Like the whole movie is
Yeah.
on the same block, and it's like there's no scene change whatsoever from that block, other than them going to like the record store and then them coming back like later on that night. But that
If you
movie
think
is
about it, the other one is like that too, kind of. Friday
yeah.
After Next, it's like they're
When
in
they
that.
move out.
Well, so they moved out, but then they have a lot of that movie happening at the strip mall where
Hmm.
it's Holy Moly Donut Shop, and then they have they're in the little security, top flight security, and then they got what's his name, Money Mike and his store,
Hmm.
right? So
Mm.
it's a whole lot of that too.
Well, you
All on
got
the
to think
same
about it
block.
though. It's like what he did. I think it's masterful what Ice Cube did with the sets because he just went into the neighborhoods and he didn't do anything like real crazy and elaborate. He like would just pick a neighborhood and find a few locations within the neighborhood and just shoot the whole movie from like from a house, strip mall, or like the apartment complex. And he'll just have a few locations, and it was just real. And those are like real places. You can look them up. They're real places.
They don't Figueroa.
Yeah, yep. There you go. It's there's real places out in LA that you can go and go hang out. But they did it for that. And you know what? And I think my smart TV must have been listening to our last conversation because ironically, like Friday was in the lineup when I turned the TV on. So this artificial intelligence is getting crazy. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it is.
that movie is great.
Yeah.
Friday is awesome. That's probably like my number two. I think
Yeah.
The Last Dragon is number 1A, but Friday number one with Debo and DJ
Mhm.
Pooh and Smokey. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole movie was just great. That whole movie was great. I think my favorite part. I think one of my favorite parts was when Debo came and shook everybody down and then stole let's do necklace.
When he taking Red's necklace and
Yeah,
his
Red. I
bike.
don't know why that's so funny to me. Like, don't lie. He like patting him
That was
down.
after
He like,
he
I'm gonna
already
just tuck
knocked him
mine
out
in.
though. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
lie.
He had a black eye when he took his necklace because he had knocked him out in the scene before that, right?
Bro,
Because of the
Uh,
bike, the beach cruiser.
he was out here sad. He
What
was
that
out,
about
was
he
hilarious.
was out here sad.
what about Black Dynamite?
Black Dynamite
Uh,
is awesome. But
Man,
you know
I
what?
forget about that. That's a great one.
So that's a great movie. But have y'all watched the cartoon, the Black Dynamite cartoon?
I was never
yeah,
gonna get into it.
It's
yeah.
just as good, and even it's probably on another level as far as ridiculousness.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It is. Yeah.
if we go in cartoons, I can't we cannot exclude the Boondocks.
Oh, that's like
The
that's a
Boondocks
whole show.
is to me is the best black cartoon to ever
That's a
come
great one.
out, period. Like that to me is like the equivalent of like a Friday, like for kids.
Seriously
And
though?
like the
I-
Boondocks?
I've never, I think the whole anime aspect of it, like I just was never able to get into it.
Oh,
No,
you gotta try it.
no,
You
you
gotta watch it.
Great
missing.
one.
Oh my
It's
God. Like it's John Witherspoon, it's
great.
Regina King, or I think Regina no,
Virginia.
Regina
That's
Hall.
look. Well, see, look though that's a common tie between that cartoon and the Friday series. Both of
Mm.
Yeah.
those people were in both.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like so
yeah,
that
she was John Witherspoon's daughter.
And
and
Friday when she was trying to sleep. without putting her head down.
Yeah.
Remember when she got her,
You want,
got her head
The,
down?
the silk
you
pillow.
want to mess up that perm.
They seem want to mess it up. Okay, so let me jump in here with some. I got I feel like I got a big Uber list, so I'm gonna just go down.
Hold on, Bobby. Like before you get into your list, I wanna end it on my last pick.
Go ahead.
My last pick of my favorite black movies is Drumline. Like even though it may not be considered a black movie, even though to
It
me it
was.
is.
Why?
Like
Why?
it's an HBCU movie.
That's good.
Like, and to me, Drumline is the best movie to ever include music, like live instrumentation. Uh and to me, seeing that movie, I think it came out like in 2002. I was 12. Um, but like something about that movie just like always stuck with me. Maybe it's because maybe like as I played football and like maybe the marching band and the whole
They had the
thing about
same
them.
colors. They had y'all same colors.
They had the same blue and yellow colors, maybe that had something to do with it, but something about that movie just always stuck with me as like a childhood favorite. And like to this day, I don't think there's any other movie that touches it when it comes to talking about HBCUs, the Black college experience, um, live instrumentation, and you include on top of that, drama and, a great cast with, Nick Cannon. I mean, say what you want about Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, acted his butt off in that movie, in my opinion. Zoe Saldana, I think that was like one of her first movies. Um, and this to me was like just a great classic movie that I don't think gets a lot of credit. But to me, it's one of my all-time favorites. But I'll leave it at that, Bobby. So you can go ahead.
Figure out if Nick Cannon really played the drums, though.
I don't think he did, but good. It was good. It was good cinematography to show that he was at least moving his hands.
Figure it out, Nick, if you're out there.
Everybody wanted to play the drums. I bet Justin wanted to play the drums after watching that movie.
No, I didn't. I just enjoyed the music like so much. Like I thought it
Well,
was just really dope.
I'm trying to think. So it was 3 summers. So it came out in 02, and so I graduated high school in 05. So those 3 summers that me and Justin was at home, then I think, well, Bobby, you was off to college at this point. Justin would play that song or play that movie in the basement every day, all day,
It was not every day,
all
but
day,
I
every
would put
day.
it on whenever I could,
His
though.
mom and daddy would be at work, and this is when I was in high school, so I wasn't like, gone or anything. So me and Justin would just be at home, and Justin would be, it was on the loop.
Yeah, Ryan watched it too. Okay, all right. So
Mhm.
some movies that we haven't talked about yet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's
Mm.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Low
and
down.
this is like I'm thinking of. So we talked about some Eddie Murphy movies, right? My favorite of all time. Ryan went through basically the whole thing of Coming to America, right? Favorite movie ever. And then of course Eddie got a bunch of other ones. But then I started thinking about the Wayans family and all of the funny movies and stuff that they created. So I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Low down, dirty shame, man. Come on, that's number one.
Low
Mm.
Down Dirty
Sorry to
Shame.
interrupt.
Another
Sorry,
one.
that's number one. That's my
Low
favorite.
Down Dirty Shame is another one. I love Shame and Wayman and Peaches. And,
Hey, what's
oh
what's
my
the
God,
what's
I
your
love that.
favorite line in that movie? Shame.
Shame.
Oh, they call him my
Don't do me
name.
like
Don't
you
pull on
do.
the silk draws.
They
Don't
call
Don't
love
him
love me
my
like you do.
name.
I
Touch
love
number
that movie.
six. Don't love it like you do.
Don't be
Silk
pulling on the
draws and
silk
a red
draws.
tie. Oh, I got to wear these
Yeah.
I
together.
gotta wear these
Oh,
together.
how did it go, Justin? What did he say?
He said,
No, and
for
he held him
me,
up too.
he said, silk draws and a red tie. Oh, I got to wear these together.
Silk draws.
Get off me, ladies. They call
Oh
my
my God.
name. Shame.
Oh my gosh. Did y'all remember when Wayman was making the sausage and whatever he was
Oh.
making there
That's after Shane
for
found him in his
breakfast?
bed with
Yeah.
that blind
Yeah,
wig on his head. You
that
want
movie
some
is so funny.
sausage? He was like, "Here
You want
comes
some of
some
these
sausage."
sausages?
It's like,
Oh,
Nah, the funniest part is when he was in bed, he jumped up, he had the wig
oh,
on, and he had double beretta. He said,
oh.
boy, he said, you better show me some breasts or die.
yeah. Yeah, I remember.
He was about to shoot that man. He was
That movie is
Wayman.
Oh,
No, you know what? Speaking of Wayman, I forget. Oh man! All right, Shame and Wayman was so funny. I gotta watch that movie again. It's two scenes that just was hilarious to me. It was when they were in the club and Shame.
yeah.
What was the bad guy name?
oh,
I don't forgot, but he
So
like fake got shot and
like
then had a
I
whole
think his name
scene
was
with
like
John.
Barbosa or something like that. And then
something like that.
he's
Yeah.
in there and he's trying to he's like talking about how he gonna get him or whatever, and they draw guns on each other, and then you know he like Barbosa takes his gun and like puts it on his woman, and then he throws the thing up. Shane knocks somebody out, shoots at one of his guys, shoots and then they're shooting at each other, and then he sees Wayman, and Wayman is like, oh, and so
And
then
get shot.
he catches him. And
He
then
almost got
Wayman
shot.
is like, "Am I dead?" His boyfriend come up. He's like, "No," and it goes too. And he had like wine on him. But then that was one part I could
That
not.
was after Shane uh he jumped and tackled him out of the
Oh
way.
yeah, dude, that
That's
part
what
was so
happened.
funny. And
And he
then the
fell.
other part was when he was trying. I don't know if he was trying to get back with Jada Pinkett at this point, but he went to like the gym and he was trying to like send a
Yeah.
message to her where Wayman was at because I think she was mad at him. And and then Wayman's boyfriend comes in and he's like, he started acting like they were together, and he was like, "Coffee is good, but it's better when it's black."
Yeah.
He got him in trouble because he wouldn't go in there to the Pilates class to tell Jada what was going on, and then he walked away.
No, he was after Sally Richardson.
Sally Richardson, that's right.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
after Sally Richardson.
Oh man, whoo, I forgot about her. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, Sally
She had her
Richardson.
own
She
theme
was,
music.
whew,
Woo! Lord have
She
mercy.
had her own
man.
theme music in that
Hmm.
movie. Okay,
Like,
okay. So
yeah, Sally Richardson. She was like that I think that whole era. What was that movie? Like
No,
1994 or
but
something like
listen,
that.
ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed
But
there.
I was saying like she was like like her, Robin Givens, Halle Berry, like all of them, like in that mid '90s era,
And
untouchable.
all of them are still. I mean, Angela Bassett, throw her in there. All of them are still gorgeous. Like
Hmm.
fine wine. They all look exactly the same. I mean, my gosh, whew.
so
Mm.
No,
what about
Don't love me like
A
you.
Menace? Y'all remember that movie?
Don't be a menace to
so
South Central
Don't be a
while you
menace.
drinking
oh
your juice in the hood.
yeah,
Oh,
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Man,
That's
that movie was so Marlon Wayans was so crazy. But the funniest part that always stuck out to me was when like so you never really knew if he was older than his daddy or his daddy was like just a little bit
yeah.
older than him because like
Oh yeah, yeah, I
they
remember
was
that.
playing on the dynamic of like kids having kids real young, but he comes in and he's like, oh hey dad, you want to he gives his dad a fade, he like tucks him in and reads him a bedtime story, and then they're like, oh, we the same age. Well, not really. I'm
no,
dad.
Oh,
no,
your
It was,
dad sucking
that
on a pacifier too?
yeah, it was
no.
ridiculous.
I'll tell you where that came from. They was trying to make fun of Boys in the Hood.
Mhm.
In Boys in the Hood, Lawrence Fishburne and Cuba Gooding Jr. are father and son. But in that movie, you don't understand that Cuba Gooding Jr. and Lawrence Fishburne in real life are actually only like 7 years apart. So
Well, yeah,
no, real talk.
but
Like so
Lawrence
Lawrence
Fishburne
Fishburne,
has like an older, just an older face,
yeah.
more.
So Lawrence Fishburne was like 23. He was like 30 playing like a 40-year-old man because he had the whole beard and everything.
He just had the
And
old man swag, man.
and Cuba Gooding Jr. was like 23 playing like a 17-year-old. But
He had
like
the young boy swag, which
and
is
they was only like 7 years apart. And so so folks that didn't know that like probably didn't put that together, but that's what they was making fun of.
That was the same. It's the same type of thing that who was saying that about Danny Glover the other day. How Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon, he was something like 30 some years old
he
and
was like
playing
35. And he was
50,
on there. I'm
playing
getting
like
tired.
50,
I'm
60
getting
years
I'm too
old.
tired. I'm so
No,
tired of
No
this.
way you gonna live.
I'm too old for
Yeah.
this. Rick.
Danny
35
Glover.
years
And
old.
I just remember just Mel Gibson was, he had the mullet and he was smoking like 10 packs of cigarettes a day. He wouldn't even, in each action scene, Mel Gibson would run, just he was chasing the cars like this the whole time. And I'm like, he had these tight pants with the cowboy boots, and always had like the big pelly pill leather jacket, and he just running in LA and it's hot and it's explosions everywhere. And then Danny Glover is driving the old big body. Just can't keep up with the bad guys, hitting the corners all wide, and shooting. He got a revolver. Just you know,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson got the Glocks.
Oh, he got a Beretta,
Yeah.
and that made that gun famous in that movie.
Oh,
That's
really?
Lethal Weapon.
And I was watching, I used to love those movies because they were so over the top and they over exaggerated the gun, like the sound of the gun. Every time the gun went off, it was like, pow! And then it'd have to be like, every time a gun went off, then it had to be like 10 explosions that happened. Like, I'm like, so where are all of these grenades coming from? So it'd be a shot here, then the bad guy shoots, and it's a shootout, and then something blows up. Boom, 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 boom. And I loved it. It was fantastic.
You
So
know, I was looking at a movie yesterday, the day before, Matrix Revolution, where the twins were on the highway.
Oh, yeah.
That scene,
That was tough.
that was a 20-minute scene.
That was tough.
I mean, that was action-packed. I had to look at it twice.
That was
That's
tough.
my favorite Matrix. Like, no, that was the Matrix Reloaded. That was the second
Reloaded?
one. Yeah, that's
Oh,
my favorite one.
The
Yeah.
twins were just, and they went after the key master or the key maker.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, that scene, man, where the cars, that's the first time I seen the cars flip on the highway, that special effect. And it was
After for a
to
while.
this day, nothing can top that scene. No chase scene, nothing out of Fast and Furious or nothing like that. Nope.
Mhm.
Anyway, we interrupted Bobby. Keep
Yeah,
going.
sorry, Bobby.
all right, let me get back to my to my list. So I'm gonna just run down a few. Um, the last Wayne's ones that I wanted to mention: White Chicks is one, and then all of the scary movies. Right out, y'all remember the guy, the butler with the short hand or the little hand?
Man, when he was making the
Yeah.
match,
Yeah, he
no,
like grabbed the gun and he's like,
I
"Hold my
felt
strong
bad.
hand."
I
You
felt,
remember?
I felt
I,
so
I
bad.
couldn't.
I
I
felt so
couldn't.
bad. That scene, I could
I
not
couldn't
stop
hold
laughing.
on, man.
Listen, I felt so bad.
Grab
Lord
my
forgive
strong
me.
hand.
Lord forgive me. But when he was making the mashed potatoes,
You
he
would?
put his hands in the mashed potatoes. I said, and then
Oh
he said,
man.
I was like, oh God, I'm done.
It was too much. All right, okay.
Oh
So
God.
okay, so let me there okay. Off of wins now.
I couldn't do it.
A bunch of good ones real quick.
I couldn't do it.
House Party and all of the House Party and
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
house
act
party.
movies.
Point.
Right. I used to love those ones. New
Yeah.
Jack City.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
That one was great. Um you said Friday. Oh, The Wood.
The
Y'all
Wood.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
Wood?
That was a good
Wood
feel
was one
good
of my
black movie.
favorite ones. Yeah.
That was a good feel.
About Get Out and all of those.
You
Oh,
said
we missing a big one that we
what?
nobody mentioned.
Mm.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah, man. That's
Mm.
number 3 for me. That's number
Harlem
3 on my
Nights.
list. You remember when he shot the madam in the pinky? He shot her pinky off, pinky toe off in the alley.
Yeah. No, but
Eloise.
the funniest part in that movie was the shootout that Arsenio
Oh,
Hall had with Eddie Murphy.
man.
And he had them big Tommy guns,
Oh
and the
man.
dude had the little
20.
starter pistol.
That was the funniest because he went because they found
Quick!
they found Tommy dead. He
You
killed my
shot my
brother
brother
Tommy.
quick.
But then when they was driving, he had the rifle and he shoots the guy in the front, kills him on the way to try to get quick.
Junior, that's his name.
Oh
What's
god.
that?
He says, shot Junior in the back of the head.
I'm sorry,
Junior
Junior.
dead. Junior beat him up. I'm sorry, Junior.
Oh
I didn't
god.
mean to, Junior. And so
Mm-mm.
then he gets in there, and then they're just busting up that store. And then the guy had the little pea shooter. He's like, Dad, he said, you better stop shooting that little. And so he's doing that, and then quick shoots 3 times and kills and shoots all 3 of them. And then when he like right before he dies, he says, I hate you quick. And then one tear rolls down and he died.
Uh,
Oh, that was a great
that
scene.
classic
Hilarious
movie.
scene.
Hey,
Hilarious.
should we move on to sitcoms, TV shows? Y'all got
Yeah,
any of those, or should I start?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
start.
you
you can let start. Yeah.
All right, I got some.
Okay.
Um, I think we got to start this list off with two of the best ones, right? So this is, and to me, it's like it could be interchangeable, one and one A, Martin and the Fresh Prince, right?
Yeah.
Those are
But
my
if
top
if you
two.
had to pick, if you had to pick one over the other, what would you pick?
So I think when I was younger, I would say Fresh Prince because I was, that's the one that I was watching all the time. As I got older, then it switched for me, and then it was Martin. So
Mm,
yeah, the Jamie Foxx show, the Wayans
mm,
brothers, Bernie Mac, My Wife and Kids, all of these
mm.
are shows that I loved growing up. Um, I'm
Cosby.
Cosby,
Cosby Show.
Gotta mention Cosby.
the
That
Cosby Show,
that was a great show.
Yeah.
yeah, and then oh, these are some that I jotted down that were like not necessarily sitcoms, but black shows. So stuff like Atlanta and
Mm,
Insecure and those shows. Those were great. But one that I love, and we mentioned was I don't know if we talked about Kevin Hart yet, but
mm.
um you did mention what's his name from Drumline, Justin.
Nick
Um,
Who?
Cannon.
Nick Cannon, yeah, and he's
Mm.
in this show. Real Husband
Oh,
of Hollywood. I
That
love
yeah.
was
that
so
show.
funny. That show was
That
so
show is
funny,
so funny
dude.
to me.
That show was so funny. Like it don't get the respect comedy
No,
wise I feel
Yeah,
like it
that
should.
that show was
But it was
it's
on
hilarious.
to
TV
me.
for a handful of years and it was so hilarious.
Hmm.
I just
Everybody in that show was hilarious.
when he ended up dating the bombshell honey from Flight that Denzel you know what I'm talking about the real beautiful the real beautiful honey that Denzel was with in the Flight movie beautiful
Oh, I know you're talking
and
about.
that ended up being his girlfriend and it was funny.
And Kevin, you talking about, right?
Yeah, and their
Yeah, I
dynamic,
remember that
they were
episode.
crazy together. And then,
Yeah.
he ended up getting like a bunch of my Hollywood crushes, like to like fake being his love interest. Nia Long was, man, his love interest on there for a minute. And
Mhm.
then Sanaa Lathan was like in there too, teasing him. I'm like, dang, like how you
It's acting crazy. Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan and Leah Long just, oh man. And then it was another one. I don't know,
I
but
remember.
that show was just it was another honey. She like black Mexican honey.
I remember Elise Neal was in there.
Yeah, but he had some of the just but it was just hilarious. And then you had Robin Thicke and you had all those
Mm,
guys and just the banter between these guys. It was just amazing. Nelly was on there a couple seasons.
hmm.
And
Uh,
JB Smooth.
Oh, you can't forget about him, dude.
Oh
He
yes.
was hilarious in that show. It
Man,
was that's just to me one of the best shows, the
it is.
best
hmm.
comedy shows.
It is.
Uh,
Yeah.
I, yeah, y'all got any more?
Yeah. So, Fresh Prince is always going to be my favorite. Like to me, there's no better uh black show as far well, Martin puts up that fight, in my opinion. But to me, Fresh Prince is always going to be, in that top spot, and Martin is going to be probably number two. Um,
Justin, let me add something to Fresh Prince real quick.
mhm,
So I think what made nowadays, like in recent years, move Fresh Prince up a notch above Martin is the addition of the show Bel Air,
yeah.
right? Because those, I mean, that's like looking at that whole series now in another light, dramatic light. I really
Mhm.
like that show too.
Yeah, Bel Air is
I
great.
like the new Bel Air better, a little bit better because I
Then
think,
the actual Fresh Prince?
well, I don't know, like for this era that I'm in, I like the rawness of it because you would get glimmers of the Fresh Prince, like he was kind of hard, but he was always the preppy, smart kid that was a genius, but he was fly and he could play basketball and he could get the girls. But this new Bel Air actually shows the grit, like it shows Will getting into stuff. It kind of Like, yeah, you might take me out of West Philly, but yeah, I'm about to like I'm actually getting into some real trouble, and it's serious. It's not a comedy. It's drama. Uh, it's girls. It's the dynamic of being in a black rich family, and everything ain't roses. Being super, rich like that, and living in this, opulent palace. And I think it brings a level of reality to the kind of the feel good show um that we watched growing up, and that's why I mean, I would say it's better. I think that if it stays on TV long enough, hopefully it'll submit. It's already a classic, but it'll submit itself as a classic. But the original Fresh Prince, definitely a classic. This just builds on that narrative to what Bobby was saying. I think it's awesome that way. Um,
Yeah.
it's
I
awesome.
think it's got one more season left. And
Yeah.
by the way,
Oh,
Jeffrey ain't no joke in that show.
oh yeah, he ain't playing.
No,
You said they
Yeah.
only got one more season
I
left?
he a
think I
real
think it's
man.
just one more
Jeffrey
season.
ain't the butler. He like the hitman. He
Strong
like the
arm.
right hand. Yeah, he's the
Enforcer.
enforcer.
He's
Yeah.
enforced. Yeah, he is. Yeah,
I
he
want
is.
Like
to.
when Phil needs something done, he send Jeffrey like you like,
Yeah,
yeah, go handle that.
he's
Yeah,
a pit bull.
yeah.
Looking back on some of those series, though, starting with Cosby, though, you know how many spin-offs of Cosby there were?
No.
How many
Like,
spin-offs?
oh, was a different world a spinoff?
A Different World was a spin-off.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, Living Single was a spin-off, I believe,
Really? Oh, the Cosby Show?
of the Cosby Show.
Hmm.
Living Single, yeah, I think those are two spin-offs, if I'm not mistaken. But I know A Different World, and there was one more. I can't think of it though. There was a spin-off of Cosby. Still in syndication.
Because
Hmm.
Lisa went to school in a different world.
In A Different
Like
World.
she was in college at that point, I think.
Yeah. Nah, I can't think of it. Um,
But there's
anyway,
so many people that throughout the years, um, had acting debuts on the Cosby Show.
all of them. Sinbad, Queen Latifah, all of them somehow ended up on either A Different World or a Cosby Show, something like that. So starting gates for a lot of them stars.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
where are we going now? The commercials?
yeah. Jasmine Guy, I had
Oh,
a crush on.
yeah, yeah. You want to start that one, Daddy?
Oh man. But I told you my favorites.
What's that?
The old school favorites. I love the LeBron commercials. I love all the NBA commercials. Let me put it that way. So you got LeBron's NBA commercials where he's so cool, he's jumping off the pool, and he has about three or four roles. He plays the old man, the little kid, the cool guy,
Right.
himself,
Yeah.
and the classic line, "Let me call you back."
While he was in the while he was in the air, I think.
No,
Yeah,
he was on
God,
the platform. He was
oh,
on the
he's doing a
platform.
flip.
He
He's
did
doing a flip in the
he did
pool.
the dive, and then he like did a flip in the air, and then as he's going back, his feet came up, and he looked at the camera,
Let me
and then
call
he
you
straightened
back.
out and dived. I said,
Yeah.
oh. And they were some white penny loafers too. They just
Ah, man, those are
Oh,
classic. And
man.
then, the Michael Jordan with Spike Lee, those
Mm.
commercials where he was
gotta be
Mars and Money
serious.
Mike, those, man, those, that was a complete series of
Mhm.
commercials. Um, the Old Spice commercials with Terry Crews, those were classics that I love. I love to
Have you
see
seen
those.
all of those, by the way?
Oh, man, I go back and look at them. I just,
My
Man,
favorite is the other guy. What's the other guy's name? I forget his name,
Mustafa?
but
Yeah,
Mustafa, is that's
Mustafa.
his
I think
name?
that's his name.
Yeah,
Isaiah Mustafa.
I'm on a
Yeah,
horse.
like he's a
Oh, I'm on the beach.
the tickets are now diamonds. I'm on a horse.
that
He
guy.
said, "Look
So
again. The
diamonds.
tickets are now diamonds."
That
Oh,
guy is a fool.
Lord.
You know, he has another series with another commercial series. He has the new one with the football, the start of football season. And then he has another set with the Superman release that they did in July around my birthday.
Mm.
Um, so check those.
Like
but he's hilarious to me. I
He
think
was too clean in them commercials, like swan dive into the best night of your life, and
Oh
then
Lord.
like,
Yeah.
like he just swan dive. Like
Oh Lord.
this dude is just too smooth with it. Like, and then Mo, the funniest ones is when Terry Crews and Isaiah Mustafa were in the commercial together, and they were like
no,
competing.
I didn't know that was
You
that
didn't
happened.
see those?
No, I got
Cause Terry Crews would be all
no.
rough, he would be screaming, and like Mustafa would be like all smooth, like, what are you screaming for? Bear glove, and like Terry Crews would be
All right.
like he be advertising a different Old
You
Spice
know,
product, and Mustafa would be advertising another one, and like he'll be like in a lodge or something, like drinking like whiskey, like chilling, and and Terry Crews would be in the bathroom like screaming with no shirt on or something. It would just be
what?
hilarious. Oh,
What?
you need
I
to
love
see
that.
those. Like look those up like with both of them together and it's like them like competing against each other. It's so funny.
That's crazy. That,
Ah,
that's
Oh, I
excellent.
got one for y'all.
What you got?
mm,
Um, the Lil Penny commercials.
Oh yeah,
Like
Oh,
uh,
those were good. I
oh
used to
man.
really like those.
and the Chris
mm.
Rock, with Chris Rock
Yeah.
was doing the voice. I,
Chris Rock was the voice of Lil Penny. You know, Penny Hardaway, I don't even think ever said anything in those commercials at all. It was really just Lil Penny saying everything. And I
yeah.
Yeah.
and he was that was really good. Let me
Oh, I
see.
got one for y'all. I'll let you finish, man.
Also, Be Like Mike. I want to
Oh,
be
that's
like
the one I was
Mike.
just thinking about. Like
Right?
Mike, if
Like
I could
Mike.
be like Mike, and he's sitting there
Wasn't
with like,
my man from Fresh Prince? He was in that commercial. He did that.
Which one?
Alfonso Ribeiro?
Yeah, he was no, that was the Michael Jackson commercial. He was in Pepsi. He did the
Uh,
Pepsi commercial with
Carlton.
Michael
Carlton
Jackson.
was in Pepsi in the
and he
Yeah,
was
Pepsi commercial,
little. That was like
dancing like Michael Jackson.
that was like in
And
the
yeah,
mid '80s.
yeah, it
yeah.
was good.
yeah.
Which
But
one was Justin?
like I don't know if y'all remember this. Remember the Nike commercial, the breakdancing Nike commercial where they had like the dudes, um, they were all like dribbling to that beat and they all started like Scary Movie did a parody of it in like the first movie, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Like that Nike commercial, it was just so cold. Like that commercial was dope to me.
With
Um
Jason Williams and the one guy, the long with the real long arms, and Lamar Odom, the guys from the Clippers, and then yeah,
mm, that one another dope commercial that made me think of that was Jadakiss and Allen Iverson's commercial where they was advertising Allen Iverson's shoes. The AIs, that was a dope commercial.
yeah.
Um,
Jadakiss, one of my favorite rappers of all time. Don't get the credit he ever deserved.
yeah, Jadakiss is
AI
dope.
too. I mean, I put
Yeah, I
AI.
like those shoes. You talking about like the ones that was like had the red toes?
Yeah,
You
the
don't remember those
Reebok.
shoes?
You know what? And they
They
doing a
were
Yeah, the
Reeboks.
relaunch.
Reeboks. It
They
was
doing a
like
relaunch.
red toe shoes, had blue on the bottom, I think.
They doing a
Mm.
relaunch of
Instead it was white.
uh those shoes because you know him and Shaq are now like the president and vice president of Reebok now. You know that, right?
I don't know that.
Him and Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Shaq and
That's
I
dope. Yeah. And lastly, like, I mean, it's not an official commercial, but the Soul Glow commercial off of Coming to America. I mean,
Nah.
you have Eddie Murphy and Simi, walk out the bodega and they see that Soul Glow commercial. That to me, like that should have been
Have
a
you
real
seen
product.
the full one? Have you seen that one?
I
There
heard the
They
was
got
full
a
there's a
full one.
song. Did you watch the full? Do they have a full?
Yes, they have like a full.
No, you can't.
no man, you
I'm
got to
No,
pretty
send that to
sure.
us after
I'm pretty
that.
sure. I'm gonna send it to y'all, but I'm pretty sure it's not just a little small scene that they show
Mm,
when the two, like you said, Justin, Simi
mm,
and Akeem come out the store and they watch it
mm,
in the store window.
mhm.
It's more than that.
it's
It's more
more.
than
Nah,
that.
I never
Yeah.
saw nothing past that clip, but like if it was a actual commercial or a longer commercial. They should have had an actual product of Soul Glow out there
Oh, it's
somewhere.
40
I bet you
seconds.
folks
It's 40
would buy
seconds
it.
long.
I told
Uh,
you, I bet folks would buy it. By the way, y'all remember in Coming to America when the grandparents had the Jerry curl, Daryl's grandparents had the Jerry curl, and then they were sitting on the couch, and then they
juice
got
dripping.
juice dripping, they had the Jerry curl juice stains on
Dude,
the couch. Y'all remember that?
Oh my
yes. But
God.
I found it and they should have kept this in there because they got two people that started up. Look, is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one. I don't think we could show it though. Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one. Yeah, and it's long, or it's longer than what's in the movie. They cut it out.
that's
It's
crazy.
funny. It's funny. Cool.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
I think that's probably a good place to end. I don't know if we're gonna come up with a better commercial than Soul Glow.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, thanks for joining us tonight. And please subscribe, like, subscribe, share. One more time, Bobby.
Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share.
The Walk Around Table. So I thank y'all for joining us, and I appreciate all of y'all for giving y'all's insight. Papa J for the wisdom, and we'll pick it up again. We'll pick it up again. Hopefully, we can start putting out more content. But this is a good place to keep it, and we thank y'all. So y'all have
Now I want to go and watch a movie.
yeah, yeah. Y'all have a good night. We'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.
All right.